Hi everybody, and welcome to the Lakeside Show. I'm your host Susan, coming to you from Burlington, Ontario, Canada. And I'm so happy you've decided to join me on this journey, and welcome to my very first video for my little channel that I've started here. Tonight I'm going to be talking about something really special to me, and that's home decorating. There's nothing more important to me than my home, the place where I feel most safe and most like myself. So I'm going to take you on the journey I took to decorate my living room. My partner and I have only been in this space for 2 months, and it's still a work in progress, but hopefully you'll find it interesting and pick up a couple of tips along the way. And I hope you'll comment and let me know what kind of things you enjoy, what kind of things you'd like to see on this channel. So welcome to my home, and let's get into it. So back in April of this year, when we first learned that we would be renting this apartment, we'd be moving in the first week of July, naturally I started thinking about designing the space and what I was going to do. And yes, that's my cat Kai over there. He really enjoys being in videos. So one of the things I first thought of course, being by the lake, was to do everything coastal, blues and greens and whites and stripes and all things nautical. But I did not want to go crazy with seashells and turtles and fish and all that kind of stuff that's over the top, and signs on the wall, life's better at the beach, and blah, blah, blah. So what I decided to do was just take a step back and not think about decorating for a while, which wasn't uneasy. And as it happens, one day I was wandering through Ikea, which is not at all unusual for me. I came across this little guy here, and I just fell in love with the color. I thought it was so pretty and fresh and autumny and cozy. And believe it or not, this guy became the inspiration for the rest of the room. It comes in strange places, and I'm going to show you how it was done. And so this little guy led to these pictures, which came from HomeSense, which was my second home away from home. I just thought these were so pretty and so modern. I love the colors. I love the black and white. And right then and there, I decided on the theme of black, white, blue, and rust. So let's just move on to the furnishings. This small love seat was in my previous apartment. I thought it was a nice neutral beige color, and it does go very well with the color scheme that I decided to use. There's our inspirational pillow and the cat. This is Fred the Canadian cat. For those of you that follow his adventures on X, which used to be Twitter, he's enjoying his afternoon nap, of which he has many. But this is him in his cozy home environment. Now, this larger sofa, again, this one came from Leon's, and I just fell in love with this teal color. I thought it was so rich and beautiful. You'll notice that I have a lot of blankets covering my sofas and couches. This is not only functional and helps keep you warm when you're cold on a cold night, but as you can see, cats do enjoy scratching up your furniture, and that's just one of the things that you have to deal with when you're living with cats. It's just part of the deal. This we lovingly call the Jetsons coffee table. I just thought it was very cool little design, so it followed me home as well. And I did want to incorporate some coastal touches in the room, so I picked up this little tray from HomeSense and some candles to go with it. I thought it was very cute and coastal. This lamp over here, I just have one table lamp. I like the sculptural element of it. I thought it looked like waves and a little bit of seashells going on there. So that's coastal as well. I have my pumpkin collection, which I try to buy a new one every year from HomeSense. The colors are, again, the rust and the black and white theme. I have a little picture of my partner and I here, which I will not focus in on. And these are little glass balls that came from a glass blowers in Kemptville, Kevin Gray Glass Blowing. I used to visit their shop every year, and they mean a lot to me. So they're part of the room and the aesthetic. So there we are. Cat is still sleeping through the recording. Well, here we are in the entertainment end of our living room, and you may be thinking, exactly how much TV does one person need? Well, in the unit I was living in by myself, I had a smaller TV, about 55 inches, and when my partner and I decided to make the big move in together, we thought of getting something a little bit bigger, a little bit nicer, more of a home theater kind of effect. So off we went to Leon's for the Do Not Pay Ever event, which of course they do make you pay ever eventually. So after looking at 50, 60 different TVs, trying everything under the sun, we came across this one, which is a ridiculous 75-inch TV. And it's a Sony. It was on sale, so we decided, what the heck? Might as well go big or go home and enjoy it. However, once you make a big purchase like this, sometimes everything else in your space looks out of place. And I did not want to hang this thing on the wall because I was terrified it was going to fall and come crashing to the ground. So we looked for a cabinet. Now, I happen to love a home fireplace. My partner could care less whether we have a fireplace or not, but I really, really loved this one. Again, it came from Leon's. It's got a crystal background. The flames do change color. It's 75 inches long. And the only thing I will say, if you're interested in purchasing this particular unit, is it is a beast to put together. God bless him. My partner took him 3 days. So I would highly recommend you have at least 2 to 3 people to help you put it together, because man, it's not easy. Anyway, we are enjoying our big TV. If you'll take a look up in the corner, I have added some sconces. These came from Amazon and they're renter friendly. So there are no hard wiring, nothing like that. They just go onto a screw on the wall, and they change color as well. They give a really nice ambient movie theater-like experience. So everything came together very well. We're very happy with our giant TV and the purchases that we made here. We're enjoying it a lot. So a couple finishing touches here. I did want to anchor the space with the rug because it is an unusual shaped room, and it just helps to define the space a little bit. This particular rug is very soft on your feet. It came from Home Depot, Canada. I think it was about $200. It's a blend of various shades of brown and cream with tiny little specks of rust, so it worked really well with the color scheme overall. This little basket was intended as a holder for blankets and pillows, and also because it's very strong wicker, I thought the cats would enjoy scratching it and not my furniture. Only they do not. They still enjoy the furniture more. Right, Fred? Yeah, he'd answer yes if he could speak, if he wasn't unconscious. And although we do have a really beautiful lake view, I just like the idea of having drapes here and a little bit of a finishing touch. And these are faux linen curtain panels that I got from Amazon. I just like how they filter the light in the room. And we'll say goodbye to Fred now and let him finish his nap. Well, that's the story of how one little pillow inspired a living room. Thank you so much for joining me this Friday night. I hope you'll share in the comments some of the ideas and things that have inspired you in your home decorating. I look forward to welcoming you to my home again next Friday, and I wish you a wonderful, warm weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.